Hello, I'm Nathan Bunker, Senior Technical Standards Architect at the American Immunization Registry Association. My job is to improve public health by supporting the development of new interoperability standards. I'm also one of the organizers of the International Vaccine Code Initiative, established in 2023 to unite vaccine code experts and address questions about vaccine information coding. Consistent vaccination coding is critical to the future of interoperability. In this video, I would like to talk about the primary mission of the IVC initiative. And here I come to this cartoon that I once read as a child in the Sunday morning papers when we used to have them on paper. This is Gary Larson. He had a lot of great cartoons under the title of Far Side. So in this one, we show two businessmen talking to each other and saying, "Okay, Johnson, we've got a deal. We'll let your people and my people work out the details." And so what I like to imagine here is that when people make decisions at the program or policy level between different organizations, there are people underneath them that have to figure out the details and get that to work. And really, this initiative, the IVC initiative, is dedicated to supporting the people who work behind the scenes to ensure systems stay connected and information flows. So if you feel like you're kind of a behind the scenes person, you make sure things work. This is who I'm talking to. This is the group that you're joining here. So the primary mission for this group is to provide a place to convene vaccine code experts and vaccine code information. So we want to bring together the experts and the information to one spot so we can get these questions answered. And we really believe we have these answers among our vaccine code experts. So I think it's a case where all of us alone working in our different countries, we know a piece of the picture, but we don't have the full piece. So we want to bring everyone together and put them in the same place. I think those little people sitting down there, that's us down there working away at the details. We need to come together and figure out how things plug together. And really what's happening here is the policy and program teams, they really assume that we know the answers. So they pull in technical people and they say, "Hey, you guys are really smart. You know your technical things. You should be able to figure this out." And really that's a big challenge for us. And so what we want to do is we want to answer that call by creating a community of practice where we have shared knowledge and tools. And that's going to really allow us to meet those expectations from those that are asking us to get these systems to work together. And so the core piece of this is really important in this work. This group is not about getting around and talking about things that are happening. We are a group that works on actual technical items that could be helpful for all of us. So we're working with a system called the Unified Nomenclature of Vaccines, NUVA, which is a system that holds knowledge about vaccines. This system knows what those vaccines contain and what diseases they prevent. It's about, hey, what kind of vaccinations can be given to a patient, and how does this vaccine prevent disease in that patient? And essentially the project we're putting together, the main core piece of this IVC project is to help this NUVA, to wrap around this NUVA information model and to essentially fill in the gaps. NUVA is fairly well put together so far, but as we look at new code systems from countries, we know we'll find gaps in that NUVA system. We want to fill that in and get a complete full picture. What we want to have is we want to have one single source that says, this is everything you need to know about all vaccinations given across the world, across all time, that will help you tell if the patient's up to date for a particular disease. We're also, from that process, we've created a way of creating metrics that describe the code set. So we can take a code set that's like a country-specific code set, and we can take, and we've done this with the United States CVX code set. We've taken that one, and we've already started to demonstrate this is possible to do. We do a mapping exercise where we bring it into the NUVA system so we can understand it, and then we produce a set of metrics that describe what that set can do. And there are different kinds of code set. In the United States, the CVX code set and the NDC code set are both used to represent vaccinations. They both have benefits and drawbacks to them, and these metrics show those benefits and drawbacks. And they show how code set can be improved. So what we hope to have is actually through this mapping exercise, as we take a country code set and map it to an international code set, we'll actually be able to reflect back to the country what things it does well at, what things it doesn't do well, and some direction as to what things they could do to shore up. So if they really are trying to improve a metric to a certain point, we actually tell them the next steps they should take to improve that metric. So our primary mission is really that we're going to create a network of experts to provide peer support and community of practice. So that's our first primary mission. Our second mission is for advocacy. We want to advocate for code system improvement. So the code systems we look at, we want to be able to advocate for things that can help them with a unified voice. We want to advocate for them so that we can have accurate immunization histories. We don't want people to pick up any code system that purports to be able to report immunizations, but not be able to get the full and complete picture properly as expected. So we want to advocate for that type of improvements. And then on a day-to-day basis or a month-to-month basis, the technical support, We want to continue to maintain this NUVA code system, which is our knowledge base of all the immunizations across the world. We want to be able to map code systems into the NUVA system that allow us to map in between systems so that any two systems that are mapped to NUVA will be able to map between the two. And we want to develop metrics. And then we also been talking about how to create standards. These are the standards for a code set that wants to support immunization information. What kind of things should it have in it? What kind of details should it have? And those are the kind of, that's really our primary mission. So thank you for your interest in the IVC initiative. We're seeking vaccine code experts who usually work behind the scenes to ensure public health systems function smoothly. If you or someone you know would like to join our monthly calls and collaborate with peers from other countries, please contact me to join our group. We look forward to meeting you.